And here is the Writer's Almanac for Thursday, May the 14th, 2020. It was on this day in 1796 that a country doctor named Edward Jenner inoculated an 8-year-old boy with a vaccine for smallpox. It was the first safe vaccine ever developed. What was really, truly remarkable about it was that Jenner accomplished this before the causes of disease were even understood. It would be decades before anyone even knew about the existence of germs. He submitted his paper about inoculation to the Royal Society of London, which rejected it. So he published his ideas at his own expense in a little book which came out in 1798 and which became a sensation. People read it, people talked about it, and gradually over time the idea of vaccination began to catch on. It was on this day, 1607, the London Company explorers from England landed in what would become Jamestown, Virginia, the first English settlement in the New World. It was on the banks of the James River, 60 miles from the mouth of Chesapeake Bay. It's the birthday of the nature writer Hal Borland, Sterling, Nebraska, 1900. Went to work for the New York Times in 1937, and he wrote nature editorials for the Times, about one a week, until he died in 1978. And he kept on his office wall a cartoon from the New Yorker, which made fun of his editorials. A man brandishing a newspaper and shouting, "Here's another of those crackpot editorials about the voices of frogs shattering the autumn stillness." And it's the birthday of the travel writer and novelist Mary Morris, born in Chicago, 1947, published her first collection of short stories, Vanishing Animals and Other Stories, in 1979. Wrote memoirs of her travels across China and Russia, Mexico, and California. Also wrote about her trip down the Mississippi River with 2 river pilots named Tom and Jerry in a book called The River Queen. Here's a poem for today by Maxine Kumin entitled In the Park. You have 49 days between death and rebirth if you're a Buddhist. Even the smallest soul could swim the English Channel in that time, or climb like a 10-month-old child every step of the Washington Monument to travel across, up, down, over, or through. You won't know till you get there which to do. He laid on me for a few seconds, said Roscoe Black, who lived to tell about his skirmish with a grizzly bear in Glacier Park. He laid on me, not doing anything. I could feel his heart beating against my heart. Never mind lie and lay, the whole world confuses them. For Roscoe Black, you might say, all 49 days flew by. I was raised on the Old Testament. In it, God talks to Moses, Noah, Samuel, and they answer. People confer with angels. Certain animals converse with humans. It's a simple world, full of crossovers. Heaven's an Aries somewhere, and God has a nasty temper when provoked. But if there's a hell, little is made of it. No long-tailed devil, no eternal fire, and no choosing what to come back as. When the grizzly bear appears, he lays down on atheist and zealot. In the pitch dark, each of us waits for him in Glacier Park. A poem entitled In the Park by Maxine Kumin from her selected poems 1960 to 1990, published by W.W. Norton and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.